Hi friends, as you know the Pocket 3 has a twistable and a screen that's quite a bit larger than the one on the Pocket 2. Now when doing a lot of filming, it could be quite convenient to be able to gain access to a much larger screen. So in this video I'm going to show you some different ways of being able to improve and upgrade your experience of the Pocket 3 by being able to attach a mobile. Okay, so there are actually three ways that I like to attach a mobile depending on the circumstances. The first one is just using some common adapters that are probably just lying around. Okay, first of all, what we're going to do is just attach the standard tripod mount that comes as part of the Creator Combo onto the bottom of the Pocket 3, like so, in the normal way. And then just take a standard ball mount, such as this here, and attach that into the tripod mount. And just then make it 90 degrees, or as close as you want to make it, such as that. And then just take a standard mobile phone holder, such as this, with a little metal male-to-male adapter, and then just screw that into the ball mount, like so. And now you can just simply attach your mobile to that. Now, as you can see, this is a very simple setup. It doesn't take much components, and you now have the convenience of the much larger screen and being able to control the Pocket 3 with your DJI mobile app. Now, the next two setups use a couple of cheap accessories designed specifically for this purpose. Each retails for around about $10 or so, all having different user cases. Now, the first one is a holder that comes in two parts, just like here, using a standard GoPro screw. So that folds up just like that. Now what we need to do is just screw the Pocket 3 into this little plastic base here, and then we have our mobile phone holder such as this. Now that that's screwed securely into the base of the Pocket 3, you now have the standard mobile holder that actually just has a GoPro attachment that they supply, like this. And of course you can just simply clip your mobile phone into the actual holder as so, and now you have access to be able to control the Mobile 3 with a much larger screen. Now I particularly like this guy because it's actually quite stable and quite capable of being able to stand on any flat surface such as this. So if you're doing some sort of vlogging or something like that, you can just simply use it as a form of little base to be able to support the Pocket 3. Now there's actually a different way of doing this. So if you think, for example, that is actually kind of a little bit blocks the screen, which it kind of half does, I suppose. If the actual screen comes on such as this, you can still see the screen, but there is a little bit of a tendency that's a bit blocked by this holder here. Now you can actually set it up in a different way, and I'm just going to show you how to do that. Okay, so this is now an alternative way of being able to set up this particular accessory. So what I've done is I've just undone the bolt here and just moved the plastic holder so that now the phone is facing upwards rather than sort of straight like this. And this gives you an alternative setup, so it's also quite stable as before. It takes a little bit more kind of a space than the previous setup, but it just gives you an alternative if you want to be able to look down and do your shots rather than to sort of hold it vertically, and it's now not going to block this Pocket 3 screen. And another alternative is you can just simply screw a selfie stick onto the screw mount at the bottom here, and this gives you a nice sort of way of being able to do some vlogging setup, for example, or some sort of b-roll. So you can of course move the screen up or down depending on how you like to sort of set it. Okay, so now onto another alternative holder. So as you can see, it's completely different in design to the previous one, and now this gives you a sort of kind of armored case or a little bit of sort of protection for your Pocket 3. So we have some holes here, obviously for the buttons. Our screen can go here, and we have this a bit sort of quite nice and sturdy holder, and our mobile phone can sit on this flat bit. So it's quite very similar to the idea of the Pocket 2 mobile phone holder that you may already be aware of. So as you can see, the actual Pocket 3 fits in quite snugly inside this plastic holder. You have to undo the clip and then just pop it in like so, and it's also got a little hole if you've got the lanyard attached like I have. Now another quite nice feature about this particular holder, and it's kind of a bit of a surprise really, and quite nice they've thought about it, is if you actually undo this plastic bit, you now have a little filter holder for being able to store your lenses and little filters. So for example, if you've got the little wide angle lens such as this here, you can actually pop that guy onto there and then close it up, and it should there be nice and secure and you're not going to lose them. So it just kind of doubles up as a nice place of being able to store your filters, and I particularly like that little feature. I haven't really used it myself specifically, but I think it would certainly be useful for anybody who likes to have a whole collection of different filters for their Pocket 3. And after that, you can just pretty much screw any standard plastic mobile phone holder that you want onto this back bit, and then just simply clip in your mobile phone into that, and you are pretty much good to go. So I'm just going to pop that in there just to show you how it fits. So it now becomes quite a nice holder. So it's very much reminiscent of the one in the Pocket 2, which actually had this sort of special connector. The Pocket 3 obviously doesn't have that. You can just connect directly to the mobile via sort of the Wi-Fi from the Pocket 3. But I think that's also a very nice setup for this particular holder. As you can see, this is how the actual setup for this particular accessory works, and you can just simply clip in your mobile phone and have your screen on at the same time, and you'll have the convenience of the buttons if you want, or you can of course actually control it on the Mimo app as well. So this gives you another nice ability to have a much larger screen with the Pocket 3, and it's also quite comfortable to hold because you've now got this little bit nice plastic holder. So I said both of these two accessories have a little bit different use cases depending on what you want them for. So of course, as you expect, it's also got a tripod mount at the bottom, so you can pretty much screw in a tripod or a selfie stick and use it also as a vlogging situation, or you can actually use it for filming B-roll or anything like that.